1 more minute for the rest of the students, and then we start the class. Hello to Rosemary, Elibeth, Yaribeth. Hello.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning and blessings to you. Good so far?
Yeah. Very good and sad.
Amen. That is a good thing. Well, we have 2 more days to finish this class. All right, we got today, and the next Saturday we finish the the program. Oh my God! But it's all right. We hope that you guys learned and continue practicing too.
Yes.
We'll see. Let's give 1 more minute for the rest of the students, and then after that, I'm going to start with the class. If you need to get some coffee, go ahead. You can get coffee so far because it's very early in the morning. Just in case, water, coffee, anything that maybe you need to get. All right, I'll give you 1 more minute and then we start, guys. Hello to Elibeth and hello to Yaribeth too. 1 more minute. It looks like it's very bright over there, but you guys know me already. This side, okay, there you can see me. Perfect. All right, guys, Mr. Reyes first want to say hello to everybody. Hello, Elibeth. How are you today, Elibeth? Is everything good? Nice?
Good morning, teacher. I'm good.
All right, very good to have you in the class. I say hello to Rosemary. How are you, Rosemary, today?
Very well.
Very well. Okay. Most of you look relaxing. That is a good thing. I say hello to Yaribeth, and I remember Yaribeth, the camera, Yaribeth. Remember, the camera needs to be on, so like that you can get all your points for today's class, or your participation points and being present. Do you listen to me, Yaribeth? Can you confirm that you can listen to Mr. Reyes? Mr. Reyes saying hello to Yaribeth Rodriguez. Yaribeth, can you hear Mr. Reyes? No answer. You can write just in case. All right, guys, let's start with the feedback about the last class. Basically, tell me what happened on the last class so we can get it from there. Even though today is basically like the last grammar class, the next class is about review, about all the units, all right? About Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5. The next class is a review of everything that had happened in the class. And later on, I'm going to tell you some things so you can get ready, because after next week, we have the final exam, all right? Today we have exam 5 when we finish, today and tomorrow. After the next week, we got exam 5, and you need to finish that exam by Sunday, because the next week after that, I have to put all the grades. But it's all right. Most of you are doing great, and that is good. So let me start with Elibeth. Elibeth, what happened on the last class? Give us a feedback, please, if you can.
The last class talked about the places in the town, acts and civilization, false activities.
I think went off a little. Rosemary, what is your feedback from last class? If you can listen to me. I think Elibeth froze.
Okay. In the last class, we talked about life in the past.
Mm-hmm.
We saw vocabulary and the grammar about the simple past, be, can, have. We saw activities relation Pompeii. In the other thing,
All right. Thank you very much, Rosemary. Yaribeth, can you listen to Mr. Reyes? Can you listen to me? Mr. Reyes calling Yaribeth. Yaribeth, can you listen to Mr. Reyes?
Yes, this teacher. Sorry, one moment, please.
All right. Take your time then. Whenever you're ready, let me know so we can listen to your feedback, Yaribeth.
Okay.
We say hello to Robaidi. I think Robaidi is connecting. Good morning, Robaidi. How are you today?
Hello. Fine, you?
I'm good, I'm good. I don't see your face, but I know that you are there. Robaidi, your feedback from the last class, if you can, please. What happened in the last class that you remember?
Um, well, in the last class, we talked about ancient civilization, place in the town,
Mm-hmm.
and simple past.
Okay. Usually the simple past is it has to do with this module 5. I was telling the students, and I'm going to repeat that a lot of times today, or some, more times. The we have the exam of Unit 5 today after the class, and tomorrow. Between today and tomorrow, you can have that exam. Then the next class is a review about everything that happened. The next class is a review about Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, Module 5. And then you have the final exam that includes everything or a little bit of everything. It's like 10 questions from each module. But that exam, they need to complete it the next Sunday, because on Monday that week, I have to put all the reports. All right. So make sure that you are practicing this week. And there is an audio that you have to send for the last exam that is about all the units, what each unit was about. You need to talk about module 1, module 2, module 3, And the idea of that is to see basically if you did learn something. And I know most of you are doing very, very good. Hello, Mr. Sterling. How are you? I don't see you, Sterling. Are you good? Remember, the camera needs to be on.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. Hey, Sterling got a new haircut. Okay, okay. We see Mr. Sterling. Okay, good. Can you give us the feedback, please, Mr. Sterling, about the last class? What happened in the last class?
Okay, the last class we were talking about the vocabulary, the place, town, and the activities, also the simple parts, and the verb can and can't.
All right. All right, thank you very much. Let me continue with Odeth. Odeth, give us a feedback, please, about the last class. I don't know what happened to my other computer now. It went out, it disconnected, but I still have one computer. Go ahead, Odeth. You talk about the past, and what else? Yes, what else, Odette? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. Okay, now I got my computer on the big screen, so like that I can listen to you guys a lot better. All right, thank you very much, Odette. I'm going to repeat a lot today that to after today the exam is going to be ready. It should be ready. I put it ready at 9:30, I think it was. And make sure that you complete exam number 5 between today and tomorrow. So like that everything will be good. All right. I think we had Odette. No, not Odette. Robeidi. Robeidi participated already. Elibeth. Elibeth. What is your feedback about the last class, Elibeth? What happened according to you in the last class? Go, Elibeth.
In the last class,
Mm-hmm.
in the last class, we talked about the ancient civilizations, past activities, type memory, functional memories, the past, the can have simple past of regular verbs.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the information. Sterling Calderon, I think you are the host now because my other computer, but it's all right. I think I could share with you the book. I'm gonna see if I can share the book. All right, yes, that'll be a great thing. So try not to go out, Mr. Sterling. Well, if you go out, somebody else is gonna be the host. That is because I have 2 computers. One of the computers disconnected. I don't know why, but everything should be fine. That's why I got 2. All right, let's see if we could continue from the last part that we were here. Remember, guys, that if you have any questions, just let me know, all right? The past is something that is easy for the teacher and difficult for the students. Why? Because we can just tell you like the rules and what they are, and the rest, it needs to be memorized, all right? So I think this was the last part that we saw. You're gonna have the next exam. It only has 20 questions, all right? It has less questions. But most of the questions are about the material that we have here in this book. So make sure that you study. All right, we did this part already about cool. I remember this ancient, what is the ancient Romans could do, right and complete. All right. What about you? Use the verb below to ask and answer questions. Yes, this is where we're going to start. All right, so could you play soccer at the age of 6? That would be a question that would be for you. All right, these are like personal questions, so I want you to answer those questions according to the grammar that we have here. So let me ask first, Elibeth. Elibeth, could you swim at the age of 5? Yes, no? Mm-hmm.
No,
No. Why? They have never taken you to the river or to the beach, or you didn't like. Can you swim now? No. Oh my God. All right, I see. I didn't hear you, but it's all right. Odette, could you read at the age of 7? Yes. Do you like reading books? That is a good thing. Yeah, we know. We know. And let me see, Robeidi, could you write at the age of 2?
Yes.
At the age of 2, you were writing lines, maybe.
Of 2, no.
Okay, okay. No, maybe lines. I mean, look at Sterling. Sterling is laughing at Mr.Ryees now. No, but it's all right.
Teacher.
It's all right. It's all right. Do we have somebody here that could play the piano? Anybody? No? Rosemary, can you play the piano? Sterling?
Me.
Robeidi. You can play the piano, Robeidi?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, maybe we might do a song later on, all right? I could play the trumpet. All right? Well, I have a trumpet. I have 2 trumpets. I have one here and I have one at church. Mine's, well, it's around there. Maybe later I get it for you so you can see something. There he goes. But if you can play the piano, then that is a good thing. Hello, Mr. Omar. How are you? Omar just came in.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. I'm okay.
Good, good seeing you. We have a question for you, Omar, about this
Uh,
that we have here. Um,
okay.
could you ride a bike when you were 3 years old? Could,
What about it?
a bike, exactly, bicycle. Could you ride a bike when you were 3 years old?
Uh, 3 years old? No.
No, okay. It's all right. That is part of what we have there, guys. Usually, this is supposed to be personal. That's why I ask everybody one personal question. But the idea is to use could, all right? And then to use something in the past, all right? Could you play soccer at the age of 6, at the age of 3? We're going back. And what about Elibeth? Could you cook at the age of 5? Could you cook food? Mm.
No.
No. Could you cook food now? Now, yeah. Okay, okay. Odette, what about you, Odette? You don't look like you cook at home, but do you cook, Odette? Okay, okay. Now I'm just asking. I mean, Odette look like like everybody's doing everything for her, and she's dedicated to reading. Compared to Omar, Omar looks like he works and everything. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know Omar directly. Omar, do you work? Do you have a job? You look like you have a job. I mean,
No, I don't have it. Yeah.
no, not yet. Okay, he's getting ready to get a job, but you look like you like when we look at you. Okay, all right, guys. Here we got affirmative, played, and negative, didn't play. Um, copy this part. Did we copy this last time we were in class or no? I don't think we copied this, but it's alright. I'll give you guys 2 minutes so you can copy this part, and then I will talk about it. This is like one of the most important part about the grammar of the past, right? So take your time, take 2 minutes, make sure that you write this in your notebook. The idea to write it just in case is so you can have it, so you can practice it. All right. So I'll give you guys 2 minutes, and then we'll get back on it when you are done. If you finish, let me know that you finished too, so I can know. right, I'm back in, guys. Hoping everything is good. It looks like there is a problem with one of my computers. Yes? No, no, it's not the electricity. It has to do with the internet. There is a problem with Claro. Um, we had a problem for 3 days with Claro. But I have two computers and I have a TV that I basically, well, this room is ready for that. But there's a problem with the Claro thing. You know, it goes like up and down for the last 3 days. It's giving that problem, but we're good. Usually, when I log out, it gives you the opportunity to be the host, one of the students. So far, it looks good. Let me share the book again so you can get that part. If anything happens, I'm gonna write to you in the WhatsApp group just in case. But we should be similar to like we are now. Can you see the book already, guys? All right. Omar, can you see the book over there? Just so I can make sure. Let me know when you finish copying, guys. Um, all right. Odette, can you see the book there good or no? It's remaining over there in 10 minutes. All right, can you see the book, guys? Yes? Okay.
Yeah, teacher.
Let me know when you finish copying, so like that I can continue.
I finished, teacher.
All right, thank you very much. Let's wait for the rest, and then we'll give you this info. All right, I see Omar finished. Rosemary, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Elibeth, did you finish copying?
something.
Okay, perfectly. I'm going to let you guys know. All right, guys. Usually, what we have here is something. It's the rule that we have for the past. Okay, and basically the rules that we got for the past is that when it's I, you, he, she, it, we, they, almost everybody, when you got the past. So you put the past to it with all with everybody that we got here, right? The first person, the second person, the third person, everybody will have played. Okay? And any verb in the past too. I played, I ate, any verb that you have will go in the past after all of them. All right? That is a good thing. That is very different than the present. Because in the present it depends on the person, on whatever you put on the middle. So when you got the past, affirmative past, they go after any of the persons that we have here. First person, second person, or any other pronouns. Okay? Now, very important, when you got the negative part, it says I, you, he, didn't. Now, after negative, for the past, after negative, then you got to put the verb in the base form. Okay? So, this is the past. Didn't is the past already because you got did over there. After not, then the verb goes to the base form. This is one of the most important things about the past because not everybody follows it, not everybody memorizes, and because of this, they usually have a lot of incorrect questions, especially in the exam. All right? After negative, in the past, it goes to the base form. So this is in the past already. Like we explained last time, I gave you a sentence in the present so you can see the difference. All right. When it's present, you usually have don't. I don't play tennis. That would be present but negative. Now, when you have past, did has this sentence already in the past. And then because of the negative, it has a rules that after the negative, we put the verb in the base form. Very, very, very important because a lot of students, when they don't notice, they are going to say, I didn't played like in the past, and then it's going to be incorrect. Or I didn't ate in the past. I didn't went, and that will be incorrect. All right? After didn't, you have to put the verb in the base form. I didn't go. That is the past because you use didn't. I didn't eat. That is the past. Why? Because you use didn't. And because after the negative, you have to put the base form of the verb. Any questions for Mr.Ryees? Any questions about this topic? I mean, all right.
Did you want 5 minutes ago?
That you want to talk 5 minutes ago? I'm sorry. What did you say, Starling? What is your question?
What happened with you?
Oh, that I was not in the meeting. The Claro, the Claro company is going a little crazy this week. It has 3 days that from 1 second to the other, like the internet goes out. But I'm good. I'm doing good. I usually have 2 computers. When this one doesn't work, then I work with the other one. So like that, I can continue the class. Maybe later I'm going to connect the phone because the phone usually has more than one internet. But I'm doing good. It was the system, we could say, more than anything. All right. He says here, we use the simple past for action which happened at a certain time in the past. Yes, they talk about the past. All right. He phoned his friend last Monday. That means that it wasn't now, it was in the past, and you want to express that that was in the past. Time expressions, last week, month, year, etc. A week, 2 days ago, yesterday, afternoon, evening, and etc. All right. So this might be like the easiest part for you to understand from the past because the past is talking about something that happened already, and that would be it. Now, in English, Mr. Reyes, do we use the past a lot? No, we don't use it that much. We need it because we need to understand it, but we normally use the present, and we normally use the continuous mode like even more than the past. And the present perfect we use a lot. But you need to know what is the past. You need to dominate it so like that you can understand whatever it is that another person is telling you or is saying to you. The best part about this, or the most important part, after negative, it goes to the base form. And did, it's already in the past. So he has that in the past. Questions, doubts, botherings? Okay, make sure that you're practicing. All right, this meeting is going to end in 2 minutes. Okay, so make sure that you log back in to the same meeting. All right, here we got the rules about the spelling rules about the past. It says read the theory box, find examples in the text. We're not going to find example. Well, we could do that a little later. But the verb, you add ed for the normal past. All right, started. Verb ending in e, you add a d. That's it. Dance, dance. Verbs ending in consonant plus y, we eliminate the y and we put ied. Carry, carried. And verbs ending in one side of a vowel between two consonants, double the last consonant, plus ed. Stop, stopped. Now, for each one of these, if you're not too familiar with it, in Google you can put family of the verbs in the past that you have to put ed, and you're going to find that family. Family with the verb that end in an e, that you have to put a d, you're going to see a list. And the same thing, family of the past that has y, and you have to change the y to yed, you're going to find that family. All of this, even though it's here, it's something that you have to memorize, so like that you get good at this, and not only that, so you can learn them, all right? And this is only for the regular past, okay? Regular, hello, regular. We're going to see regular after the break, or after this section in a little while. Hello, Alessa. How are you, Alessa? Good. Good morning to you. Alessa is over there checking. Oh, Mr. Reyes, you're teaching grammar, Mr. Reyes. It's all right. All right, remember this section is almost finished, so make sure you come back to the next section so we can continue. You have an exercises after this, and I'm going to give you time so you can complete it. Any questions about the past? No questions for Mr. Reyes about the past? Oh my God. That means everybody understands or nobody understands? One of the two.
Leader.
Okay. One of the two. One of the two. All right, we got them back. Let's give 30 more seconds for the rest to come in. 30 more seconds for the rest to come in. Okay, she's singing in English. That is good. Great. You could continue. Give 30 more seconds for the rest, and I can share the book again. Any questions for Mr. Reyes about the past? No questions? Oh my God. Usually the regular past. Say it louder, please. Okay. Any questions about the past, guys? For real? No questions for me? Usually the irregular past is easier for the teacher, because the irregular past, they don't have no rules. You just have to memorize them like they are. All right? The rules are in the regular past when you get to this part. But it's all right. Let me connect with my other computer. And then you can see that part. We're going to do an exercise that we have. Okay, we see Mr. Reyes there. Let me put that everybody could share, multiple share, okay. As I connect, then I'm going to share with you guys. Okay. Perfect. Then there's Mr. Reyes again. Share, and we share the book. Host, disable participants to share. Okay. Perfect. When it comes to the grammar, guys, there are a lot of important things. One of them is that we have to memorize this grammar. Okay, I can see the book, everything looks nice. Each one of them, when you go to Google, and if you have the book, on the back of the book, you're going to see that they have all this material and they have all this information. So make sure that you are checking just in case and that you are practicing. Usually, with a little information, you can pass the exam with no problem if you practice the ones that we got here. But the pass is going to help you for other things in grammar, because in grammar we have a lot of sections, right? We got the simple present, we got the present continuous, we got the simple past, we have the past continuous, all right, and we have the future, a simple future, and I don't like to call it future because future, for Mr. Reyes, future doesn't exist in English, but later we're going to talk about it, all right? Yes, or that Mr. Reyes says that there's no future in English. Yes, but that's another class, it's an advanced class, and I'm not going to talk to you guys about it. Later we can have like a meeting about it. But there are a lot of things, right? The present perfect continuous, the past perfect, the future perfect, all right? And when you understand each one of them, is easier like to get to the other one. So make sure that you're practicing, make sure that you're checking your past. And even though we are almost finished, we could say with these sections, make sure that everything, that you are checking on this stuff. All right, the past of arrive. What is the past of arrive? The simple past form of arrive. Go, Oliveth.
Arrived.
Arrived. Arrived. All right. Rosemary, the next one, exist.
Excited.
Existed. Alessa Montero, play.
Players.
All right. Let me go with Sterling. Sterling, go ahead. Design.
Designer.
Designed. But it's written like you said. Omar, go ahead.
Ask.
Asked. Good. Odette. Harried. Good. Elibeth.
Wanted.
Wanted. All right. Sterling, go ahead.
Stop.
Stopped. Okay. Let me see who else is there. And we got. Oh, somebody else is out. That's that. Go, Omar. Travel. That'll be travel. Rosemary, discover.
Discovery.
All right, discovered. Yes. All right, guys, make sure that you are checking on this part. The past is kind of busy, but at the same time, if you don't practice, it could be very difficult. Okay? The past is another thing. It says here, listen and check the correct boxes. Listen again and repeat. One of the most important parts in English is the pronunciation. All right, if you are doing good with your pronunciation, your English is going to sound perfect. And that is part of the idea. So let's listen. This is the T sound, D and id. All right, this is like, this is D, and this is id. A little more. Listen. Oh, it doesn't want to show it. Okay.
No, Richard.
No?
Okay.
Let me check this out.
Arrived.
Okay. All right. Can you listen there?
No.
So,
No. Okay.
But very slow.
Let me take out the mic here. Okay. Perfect. Now, yes. Do you listen now? Right? Can you listen now?
No.
Okay. All right, they'll be like the last. Those will be like the ending of the pronunciation. So I'm gonna play, and you tell me what, where do they belong?
Arrived. Arrived.
Will that be 1, 2, or 3? Where does arrive belongs? The ending. On this one, or this one? We're gonna call this 1, the T, the number 2, and id, number 3. So you say 1, 2, 3. Tell me.
number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Good.
Existed. Existed.
What number? 1, 2, or 3?
Existed.
Okay, say 1. That'll be 3. Number 3. Okay.
Played. 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 Played.
Listen,
Yes,
your sound. I can listen to you.
it's alright. You say number 1, number 2, or number 3 when you listen. So like that we can do this part. Alright, played. What number is down?
Played. Played.
Number 2.
3. 2. Played. D. It's a sound, don't worry about it. It's not that bad. Alright, the next one, number 4.
Designed. 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 Designed.
And the rest of the students, Elibeth, Sterling, Rosemary,
1, 2, decide.
decide. That at the end.
Did.
Asked. 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 Asked.
30. 31. Number one.
Odette, what do you say? Number 1, 2, 3? Asked. Robaidi.
One, teacher.
It is 1.
Three.
1. That is the T. Asked. Asked.
Hurried. 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 Hurried.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Alessa.
Hurried. Hurried.
Three.
Hurried.
What number you say, Alessa? 1, 2, 3?
Hurried.
Oh my God.
Wanted. Wanted. Wanted.
Number one.
Wanted.
Number 2.
Wanted.
Oh my God.
Odette is saying, oh my God, I don't know how to listen. It's all right, don't worry, Odette.
Stopped. Stopped.
Number two.
Stopped.
Three.
No.
Stopped.
Listen.
Number two.
Number 1.
Two.
That is the sound of the T, guys. Stop.
Number two.
Stop.
Stop.
You know where you can get this? In the alphabet. When you get the alphabet, you get A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, T, T. All right, stop. Oh my God. Stop. Number 1 is a T at the end. Stop. It's the T sound. Or that is like, oh my God, Mr.Ryees, I don't know. But don't worry. You're not going to have the listening part in the exam, okay? It's not going to be in the exam. But we need to learn this part. Travel. What number?
Traveled. Traveled.
It's two, two.
Number
Number
two.
2.
Okay.
Discovered. Discovered. Discovered.
What number?
Discovered.
Number one.
No, it's not number 1. Number 1 is a T sound, all right? So for number 1, you need to have a T sound. But it's all right, it's all right. Remember that you can always replay the class so you can listen to the audio. You can always look for this in Google too. So like that you can practice a little more and then you get a lot better. All right, use the simple past of the verse below to complete the sentences. Work, live, discover, travel, design, or play. I'll give you guys a minute and a half so you can finish this part and then we'll check. Everybody completing this part.
Okay.
When you finish, let me know that you finished.
I finished, teacher.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, let's do this. Everybody could take one. We got 6. Who's the one that finished? What is your name? So you can take number 1. The one that finished, take number 1, please. I'm trying to fix my mic. All right. Finish your march.
I finished, teacher.
Okay, go ahead. Take number 1, Rosemary. I think it was you that said I finished. What is number 1? The Vikings?
The Viking life. Live.
Lived in the past, remember?
Live.
Yep. Got it correct. Go, Mr. Omar. Number 2.
They work as traders.
Very good. Who finished? Number 3. Who finished?
They traveled to England. England.
Okay. Go with that. Number 4. They discovered a sign or play. Like, yes. Discovered a sign or play. Or that they. What do you have?
The silence.
Number 5. Go, Alessa.
Discover. No. See? Yes.
Yes, it was discovered. Hey, lucky you. Lucky Alex. All right, the last one. Who has not participated?
Play.
Play. Okay, that was Robert, I think. Okay. Thank you. All right, make sure, guys, that you know and that you check, especially for the part of the exam. Let me see, my microphone is too loud. Now, I don't know why it's giving me it's. Okay. Okay, now it's better.
Listen, I don't know what happened with your sound. It's like air with some echo.
Yes, it has the 2 computers together. That's basically what happens. But I'll see if I can fix it.
Yes, you have a problem with the microphone when you talk, you make a noise.
Yes, it's everything on this side today.
It's a little difficult to understand.
Okay, let me see if I can mute here. And then I can put the other one. 1 second. Okay. There I mute. All right. Can you hear me good now, Mr. Omar?
Yeah, now.
Perfect. That is perfect. That I got the 2 computers. One of the computers is like checking the audio of the other computer, but it's all right. We'll do the best we can. All right, guys, make sure that you're practicing the past. This looks easy. Some of this are going to be in your exam because the exam is about the book. All right, it says here, B, correct the sentences. The Vikings lived in Africa. No, the Vikings didn't live in Africa. They live in Scandinavia. All right, here, the idea is that you can use the negative part of the past. All right, didn't live. So make sure that you correct the other 3 that we have. When you finish, let me know. The first 2 that finished can complete this part. So go ahead. They work at Sailors. You're going to get this information that we have here. So you can put this part in negative. And you have to do it according to the grammar. So let me know when you finish. The information about the past. boom, 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 boom.
I finished.
All right, go with number one then.
You see, they worked as sailors. No, the Vikings didn't work as sailors. They worked as traders.
Very good. You see it here? You see it there? Didn't work? Nice. That's basically what we're looking for. Go ahead, do number two.
3.
Three, I'm sorry.
No, the Vikings didn't design it airplane. They designed ship to save us.
All right, very good. All right, didn't design. All right, not design it. They didn't design because after negative, we go with the base form. Okay. Number four. Who finished? Who's finished?
Me, teacher.
Go, Sterling.
Harry and Frank discovered China in 981 AD. No, he didn't. Teacher, one question before we do.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie and Fred are two people.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, it's one. It's one person. The red is his nickname.
It is
A nickname. Eric the Red. For example, you the Latino. Sterling the Latino. Eric the Red discovered China in 91. So it's not two, it's one. This is his nickname. Everybody called Eric the Red.
okay. So, Harry the Red didn't discover China in 981. He discovered Greenland.
Greenland. Okay. Yes. Didn't and then discovered. Very good. All right, guys. This exercise is one of the ones that will help you on the negative, because remember, after you got the negative, then you got to put the verb in the base form. So make sure that you are checking on that and that you are doing good on that part. And if you don't understand it too much, or if you're not that good before your exam, make sure that you're practicing this so you can know that after negative, the verb goes to the base form. I see Oliver is copying the answers. Go ahead. I'll give you 1 more minute so you can check it. So you can use that too. Good, Oliver? Okay. That's what Oliver was copying. I mean, that is a good thing. All right, questions and short answers. Read the table how we form questions in simple past. Everybody write this part, only 1 minute. And then I'm going to tell you guys. Questions are a lot easier. Mm-hmm.
Finished, teacher.
Thank you very much.
Finished too.
Thank you. Ten more seconds for everybody to finish. All right, very nice. Odette and Omar, can you confirm that you can listen to Mr. Reyes? Can you listen to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, what we got here, guys, is the questions. All right. When we talk about the past, there are some things that you have to have in your mind and you have to have present all the times. That when you talk about the past and you're talking about the past for something that is affirmative, is different than when you're talking about something that is negative, and it's different when you have a question in the past. All right, so they all have like a specific rules and regulations. Okay, so when it's the present, that means that you have to use the past of the verb. All right, I went, I decided to go to the movies. All right, when it's the past, listen to the rule. The past is going to tell you that it depends if it's affirmative or if it's negative. If it's negative, after didn't, then you have to put the base form of the verb for that to be in the past. All right. I didn't go. I didn't eat. I didn't travel. All right. After the negative, you put the base form of the verb. Now, when you have a question, it's very important. Did doesn't make any sense in Spanish. All right? Did in Spanish doesn't have a meaning directly. All right? Did, it's a grammar part in English that is part of the grammar, that is part of the grammar rule, that if it's not there, then it's incorrect because that is part of the rules. I explain this to you like this because some students, they are trying to look for did. They look for the definition, they look for the translation, and a lot of students, they don't understand did in Spanish because did is not in Spanish. That would be like a comma, we could say, or the accent that we have in Spanish. In English, we don't use the accent. All right, we don't put the accent on the top, but in Spanish, we put the accent. So did, it's something that we don't have in Spanish. What is did, Mr. Reyes? Did is the past of do, but did will be the grammar part that we need to put at the beginning of a question when we are talking about the past. Simple. All right? So when you want to have something in the past, you use did at the beginning. After did, then you have the pronoun like we have it here. All right? Did I, did you, did he, did she, did they, did we? Very important. When you use did in grammar, especially for the past, the verb goes in the base form. So, Mr. Reyes, is this in the past, this question? Yes, this question is in the past. Why, Mr. Reyes? Because you have did over there. You say, did I play tennis yesterday? So, two things very important. When you're talking about the negative of the past, after the negative, you have to put the base form. When you have a question in the past, you will start with did, all right? With did, that doesn't make any sense in Spanish, because in Spanish, you normally say, you played the tennis yesterday in Spanish. In English, that is incorrect. All right. In English, you have to put did over there. Did. All right. If you don't put did, it's incorrect. So one thing that we have to know that when we use did, our sentence according to did is already in the past. Okay. And the verb goes in the base form. But Mr. Reyes, that verb looks like it's in present. It's not in present. It's in base form because did specify that the sentence is in the past already. So, did I play? Did I eat? If you say, did I ate? That is incorrect. And make sure, because you're going to have some sentences in the exam looking. All right, so make sure that you're practicing this part. All right, this is like one of the most difficult parts about the past, but it's because it has a specific rules, and you have to apply those rules. I mean, you have to know them, you have to practice them, and apply them. Questions for Mr.Ryees? No question. Well, this is basically this and the negative part about the past are like the most difficult things for the students. This because in Spanish, because we all know Spanish, or Spanish was our first language, it doesn't make any sense, right? There is no translation for did in Spanish in this context, all right? In English, this is a grammar rule that needs to be applied. And if you don't have that like that, then it's not grammatically correct. All right? So a lot of students, they look, hey, did, nah. In Spanish, you say this sentence without did. And in a lot of exams, not mine directly, but you're going to see that a lot of students are going to go down here because they could say in a sentence, choose the correct answer in a test. I played tennis yesterday with a question. Or did I play tennis yesterday? And a lot of students thinking in Spanish, they will take I played tennis yesterday. I know that. I've seen that a lot of times. But make sure for a question in the past, start with did. All right? Did, and then the pronoun. Questions for Mr.Ryees? Question, Rosemary? Good. Alessa? Elibeth? Questions? A lot of information. Sterling? A lot of information? Okay. Well, we'll continue.
Everything is okay, teacher.
Everything
is clear.
Okay. Use the phrases to ask and answer questions about the ancient Egyptians. So let's do this. Now we have to start practicing questions, right? And we got a lot of students. Everybody will pick one. Let me see. Work as farmers. We're going to give that to Elibeth. All right, Elibeth, get that ready. Robeidi, you're going to do first on the river. You're going to create a question with the second one. Omar, you're going to do the third one, sell boats. You're going to create a question with sell boats. And the ancient Egyptians. Let me see who else is there. Rosemary, you're going to pick play music. All right? You're going to create a question with play music. Let me see who else is there. Sterling, you're going to create a question with play soccer. And who else do I have? Who else? Did I miss somebody? I did say Rosemary already. Odette. Okay, you're going to do the last one, Odette. So take 1 minute, create your question, and then you let me know and we correct it if we have to. If not, perfect. Remember, use the phrases to ask questions about the ancient Egyptians. All right, so you got to create a question about the ancient Egyptians. An example, did the ancient Egyptians did they take a shower every morning? It's only an example. All right?
Teacher, doesn't matter that way.
I'm sorry?
It doesn't matter that way.
No, it has to be we did when we get that, and with that information that we got there. The way, as long as it's correct, it doesn't matter. See, the first one, it says, did they live on boats? The idea is that you can create a question with no problem in the past. That's the idea. But the information you have to use is about the ancient Egyptians. And this information that we gave you. All right, who have number one? Think it was Elibeth. I gave number one. Elibeth, did you finish? What do you have?
was a farmer? No, he didn't. They didn't.
Very good. Did they work at farms? No, they didn't. Very good, Elibeth. All right, who had number 2?
Did they fish on the river? No, they.
All right, on the it's pronounced river. River. Exactly. It's a hard pronunciation for Spanish, but river is river. Very good on the elaboration. Number 3. Who got number 3?
Did they have sailboats?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did.
Very good. Did they have sailboats? Yes. Number 4. Play music. Who got number 4? Who had number 4? Play music. No, nobody had number 4. All right,
I can take it.
go do it. Go.
Did she play music yesterday?
Mm-hmm. Good.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't. And the next one, play soccer. Who had play soccer?
It's my too.
Sorry, teacher. Play music is my question.
All right. What is your question, Rosemary? What do you have?
Play music. Did they play music? No, they didn't.
All right. One mistake there, Rosemary. Play only, not played. Exactly.
Play it. Play it.
Play. No, just play. Did they play?
Did they play?
Play. Exactly. All right. Okay.
Play.
Did they play music? Because did
No.
has that in the past already. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Good.
No, they didn't.
All right. Thank you very much. Play soccer. Who got play soccer?
Everybody disapproves.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who got play soccer? Play soccer. Who got play soccer? So we can continue. Hello. Go Odette with the last one then. Can you hear me? Oh, it's my mic. All right. Who got play soccer? Who got play soccer?
It's my teacher.
All right. Go ahead.
Did he play soccer yesterday? No, he didn't.
Okay. And go with the last one. I think it was Odette that had the last one, right?
Yeah.
Go, please.
Did girls attend school? No, they did.
Say it again, please.
Did girls attend school?
Exactly. Okay. I heard a little more when you say attend. That it was attendant, but we're good. All right. Very nice. We can say it on that part. I have to connect again. It's taking a little longer to connect when it comes to mine, but as soon as I connect, you see the book again. Any questions? What's today, Maria? Well, as we now continue. I'm sorry for the voice. We got some people there. All right. So Anybody has any problems with the past? Just in case. I mean, I'm surprised because you guys don't have any questions about the past. That is not normal, but it's all right. My only concern is to let you guys know that in questions, when you use did, the verb goes in the base form. In negative, when you use not after not, in negative, then it goes to the base form. Now, let me tell you, in some other things in grammar, that is different. Okay? If you're going to talk about the present perfect, with the present perfect, then you can use the negative and then you can have the perfect tense of the verb. Okay? So don't confuse one thing with the other. Make sure that you get this part, that you memorize this part, and that you practice it. So like that, when you go to your next level of English, because most of you are going to pass with no problem, as long as you can complete everything, then you will study that part and then you'll get better when it comes to English. Okay? Make sure that you're doing your part. Oh, I have to turn on my camera. Okay. Well, let me get the book here then. The book doesn't want to open in my other part. I'll open it here. Prime time 1. That is a good thing that I have the book here too. Give me 1 second while I open the book. I'm trying to open Prime time 1. The application. Okay, there is a dog around there. Okay, say hello to the dog for me, please. There is a dog in one of the sections. I sent a song at the beginning of the unit about the past, that it had the irregular past. Do any one of you knows what is the rules about the irregular past? No? Omar? Something like what is the irregular past? Do you know?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Oh, that the rules of the irregular past. Yes or that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Rosemary, the rules of the irregular past?
The regular past,
Yes.
I think. The bird los agree, or agree. A N A A D. For example, lay, lay. I think.
Good thing.
The verb is between the vowel between two consonants. Repeat the consonant.
No. Thank you very much.
The irregular verbs in past.
Irregular.
Don't have rules.
Hey, you are lucky now, Mr. Omar, that we are not personally in the class because I normally give a cacaíto for that answer. When they give me that, I give a free cacaíto for you. I mean, we are not doing it present like that, but yes. Guys, that is
Your
basically...
teacher, please.
Yes?
Your question is about the
Irregular.
short questions, short answer and question, and did and didn't.
No. The question is about the rules of the irregular verbs. What are the rules of the irregular verbs? That is the question.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yes, Sterling.
Yeah, teacher.
that's the reason I say I don't remember because
No.
I never hear ruling past.
Sterling is trying to get a cacaíto now with that answer. But no, Sterling, you said, I don't remember. If you don't remember, that means that you don't know at the time or that you is not there.
Teacher, I saw
Mm-hmm.
that verb just memorize.
Exactly. Yep. Thank you.
I saw that.
That is basically like the problem with the irregular verbs, right?
Pero abre una puerta, por favor.
Now I have good news for you. Good news. If you investigate, a lot of things are going better. Yes, your name, please.
I listen many partners.
Mm-hmm.
I think that don't have any form. I believe only and what do you say in English? Añadir.
To add.
Okay. To add eating. I think.
No. But it's alright. I'm gonna explain to everybody now. So like that, you'll feel a lot better, all of you. Usually, guys, there is a problem with the verbs in the past that are irregular. The problem is that they don't have a specific rule. You know that like we saw with the regular ones. We saw that you could add ed. The ones that ends in a y, you take the y out. If they have the pronunciation on the last syllable, you take the y and you add ied, and then you'll know that will be in the past. The ones that ends with an e, then you add a d. Those are regular verbs. Okay, those are regular. Now, when they are irregulars, they don't have a rule. All right. Usually, what happens with the irregular verbs is that the irregular verb is a verb in the present, and then in the past, it could be the same verb, all right, that it doesn't change, or it could be something totally different than the verb. For example, when you have eat, what is the past of eat? Do you know what is the past of eat? Anybody?
Eight.
Is ate. A-T-E.
It's like eight.
All right, so there's no rule. Now, because of that, that means that the irregular verbs, you have to memorize them so you can control them. That's basically what happens with the irregular verbs. That if you don't memorize them, then you're going to have them incorrect. Now, the song that I sent you at the beginning of this section is one of the best songs to learn them because they give you the present, the past, and the past participle. Because later you're going to work with the past participle, that is the third part about the grammar. And once you know the present, the past, and the past participle, you can start playing with English. Now, when it comes to the past, my advice, take the ones that are in the book, all right, practice them, memorize them, and start, like helping yourself with it. Because even if you pass the exam, which I know that all of you are going to pass with no problem, we hope, later you're going to need it when you are taking more English. And the more you know, then the better you are going to do in English. Like when you go to a call center, for example, to get a job. I used to work in one of the best call centers here in the Dominican Republic. That is called Language Line. Right? Language Line, 6 years ago, they used to pay $6 an hour. All right, that was 6 years ago. Now maybe they pay like $7 or $8 an hour. And when I work on Saturdays, they pay me double for working on Saturdays. So I was getting $12 an hour for working on Saturdays. And then I became a supervisor. After I was a supervisor, they pay me a little more, and I was able to that I wanted, and I made a lot of money over there. Now, when you had like 20, not 20 years, that I was the supervisor, and that was because, all right, when they said what you control, they'll pay you. All right, the Dominico, I can complain. I mean, in the Dominico, sometimes I get to help other teachers. When they have a new teacher, I am the trainer for the new teacher. So imagine, and that is money, good money. So the more English you know, it all depends where you're gonna go. If you're gonna go to a call center, or if you're planning to teach English, if you are planning to translate, which I am an interpreter too. All right, I interpret for the Foundation for Peace. All right, so depending on your level, then they're gonna pay you. If you are a lawyer, for example, and you know English, you can be a lawyer for the city, and that is money. All right, per day they need to pay you like 2,000 pesos only for translating. Okay, per day, but it's all right. Now, I'm telling you this, so like that you can, not because of Mr.Ryees, because of you. All right, we're taking this this English, that is the first one. If you do everything I'm telling you, that you check before you come to the class, you investigate about the things, I promise you that your English is going to go up, and that you're going to be able to make money with that English, especially when we talk about the past. All right, and use Google, guys. Google is crazy. Google has a lot of information, and at least practice 1 hour every day. All right, here we got some vocabulary. I'm gonna play it so you can repeat it.
Ruled.
Everybody repeat.
Ruled.
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 Good.
Ruled.
Fished.
Fish.
Fished.
Repeat.
Lived in houses made of mud bricks.
Lived in house made.
Live in a house made
Lived in
of
houses
rice.
made of mud bricks.
Live in houses made of mud bricks.
Worked as farmers. Artists.
Work as farmers, artists.
Farmer.
Worked as farmers. Artists.
Work farmers, artists.
Had boats and transported goods.
At boats and transport for goods.
Played board games.
Play board games.
Played board games.
Play board games.
Played music.
Play music.
Could build pyramids.
Build pyramids.
Had boats and transported goods.
Boat and
Boats and
transport goods.
transport goods.
All right, I do this too, so you can replay this part just in case, and you can get all this pronunciation. Even though in Google, you can check, there is like a speaker in Google. When you look for the word, and you hit the speaker, and it's going to give you the sound of that word. All right, we're going to complete this part. It's just true or false. Okay, you read what we have here. After you finish reading, yes, Mr. Sterling.
I want to read a text.
Okay, we get at least 3 volunteers to read it. You read the first paragraph. Who else wants to read? Well, we're going to pick Rosemary to read the second one. And Omar, then you read after in their free time. You read after there, okay? Go ahead, Sterling. Ancient Egyptians?
Ancient Egyptians lived along the banks of the river in the West Africa. Pharaoh ruled this great
They can,
They worked and they hunted animals and finished of the Nile River.
all right, go, Omar. They also had boats.
They also had boats and transported food and other goods along the river. In their free time, they played music or board games. Only 30 boys attended school. They studied hieroglyphics. Ancient Egypt had a great civilization which many people still study and admire today.
All right.
Ancient Egyptian writing.
All right, so let me go with Elibeth. So she can, Elibeth, Robeidi, and Alessa are going to answer, and Odette. Elibeth, what is number 1? They were farmers. True or false?
This is true.
All right. All right, Robeidi, what would be number 2? They fish on the Nile River.
True.
All right. Let me see. Alessa, what is number 3? They play soccer. Alessa, number 3, they play soccer. Odette, number 4. As Alessa get there, only boys attend school. Number 4, Odette.
Is false. There's a wealthy boys.
Only boys attend school. That was true, according to him. Said wealthy boys attend school. That means they're good boys. You know that they were doing good. They play soccer. Alessa, did they play soccer? Yes or no? Mr.Ryees calling Alessa. Alessa. According to the reading, Alessa, did they play soccer? What do you say, Elibeth? As Alessa gets ready.
This is false.
Yes, that was false. They don't talk about soccer when it comes to that. They play some other games that they had there. All right, grammar, could, and simple past of can. We talked about this, I think, last time that we were here, a little bit, not a lot. Please write this so you can have it, so you can practice it. I'll give you guys 1 or 2 minutes, and then I'll tell you guys. It's a lot easier. Cool means that you were able to do something in the past. Or that had the possibility. That's basically that grammar. Let me know when you finish.
I finish.
All right, thank you very much, Odette. Who else is finished? 20 more seconds, 20 more seconds.
Teacher, I'm finished.
Thank you very much, Oliveth.
Teacher, so could is can, but in past.
Kind of, yes, we could say that.
Ah,
Hey. Could has more than one meaning, just in case. One of them is the past of can. Okay? One of their meanings. Exactly. My students are getting English. That is a good thing. Did you finish Elibeth copying? Everybody finish copying?
Yes.
Yes, teacher, I finished
yeah.
hour ago.
An hour ago? No, 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 no. No. Oh my God. But it's alright, it's alright.
3 hours ago.
Exactly. No, he's speaking English. That's perfect. If he's speaking English, that's a good thing. All right, guys. Very simple when it comes to this part. Could, in this case, will be the past, as Mr. Coco said. All right, it's the past of can. All right, so when you use could, that means that you're talking about something that you were able to do, but that you don't do anymore. All right. So if I say I could run 10 miles a day, that means that I cannot run 10 miles a day now. All right. Because could will be the past of can. All right. If you say I can run now and you use the past of that, you said I could run, then that means that you cannot run anymore. Now, Could is connected to the past. Why? Because when you say could, you're talking about something that in the past you can do. All right? So that's basically what could means. So you said, I could walk at the age of 2. All right? That means that at that age in the past, I was able to walk, as the example that we got there. If I ask you, could you ride a bicycle? Like I just started the class, or I was talking about the class. All right? So with that, we were able to start this activity. So cool is the past of can. Whatever you can use with can, that means that you didn't have possibility in the past. That you didn't have possibility. All right, it starts with could first, right? Could I, and then that means that you are talking about something about the past. All right, could you write at the age of 5, and so on. All right, so this we have when we have this part. Any questions about could? Because could is the past of can. Could means that you don't have the possibility anymore. Or when you're going to ask a question, we are asking if you had the possibility in the past. Questions about this part.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question.
What is your question?
You said could serve as a connector.
No, not as a connector. No, as the past.
Okay.
The past of can. Mm-hmm.
Only.
No, it has more meanings, but for now, the past of can.
Okay.
For now, for this section. Because the other sections is a little more advanced. We don't want to get there.
Thank you.
But yes, cool has a couple of more meanings. Now remember, cool in a different meaning means if you have the ability, but that doesn't have to do directly with the past. All right, the one that we have today is with the past of can. All right, so cool means ability to. I could go to the movies. I could say tomorrow and use that in little, but that's not part of the class today. Today the class is cool as something that we had the ability of doing in the past. That's basically the part about it. All right? Questions? When you have a question, you will start with could. Questions about this topic, just in case? They are strange today. My students don't want to ask any questions. All right, I'll give you guys 2 minutes, and then everybody will complete this part. Action Egyptian could build huge pyramids. All right, use the text to complete the sentences with had, didn't have, could, or couldn't, according to what we have there. I'm going to show the text. All right, that will be the text that you read before. Well, let me give you 1 minute so you can read it again. And then I'll give you another minute so you can complete the answers to see if everybody is doing this good. All right? Everybody reading. I'll give you 1 minute and then we'll get the answers. Your mother is downstairs. You won't pick her up. All right, now the answers. Everybody's going to get done with the answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Complete the answers. I'll give you 1 more minute.
finished, teacher.
All right, who's finished?
Yes, teacher.
Let's check then. Number one, everybody. They
They had
boats. Okay. Number two, they transport things by boats.
Boat.
they could.
All right, because they had boats. They apartment buildings
Didn't have
They didn't.
apartment, but
didn't have, and they travel by plane.
they could.
Hey, good. They.
They didn't have.
All right, very good, guys. Nice.
Didn't have.
If you do like that good, then the exam is going to be better. All right. I'm going to play this part.
They
Says
just
it.
have volleyball already.
Okay, okay. We got here. Listen and check what the ancient Romans could do. Write and complete the sentences. Let's see if we can do this within a minute. I'm going to play it, and you tell me. Play soccer. Could they play soccer or not? Swim or not?
In ancient Rome, most people didn't have much time for fun. However, when they did have time, they all, rich or poor, loved to play games. They had fun ball games, board games, and also dolls and toy soldiers. One ball game was a lot like our popular game of soccer today. Romans went to bathhouses once a day to bathe and swim. The ancient Romans worked hard all day. Most people could not read or write because they couldn't go to school. Only rich boys went to school. The ancient Romans loved music. They could play the flute and the guitar, but they didn't have pianos. They didn't have bikes or cars either, so they didn't travel often.
All right, I'll play it again, and then we answer. After this meeting, we'll have a 10-minute break so you can go to the
In
bathroom and do
ancient
your
Rome,
thing.
most people didn't have much time for fun. However, when they did have time, they all, rich or poor, loved to play games. They had fun ball games, board games, and also dolls and toy soldiers. One ball game was a lot like our popular game of soccer today. Romans went to bathhouses once a day to bathe and swim. The ancient Romans worked hard all day. Most people could not read or write because they couldn't go to school. Only rich boys went to school. The ancient Romans loved music. They could play the flute and the guitar, but they didn't have pianos. They didn't have bikes or cars either, so they didn't travel often.
All right, so number 2. Anybody swim? They ancient Romans?
Yeah. So they
They could swim. Okay. What about read?
no, they couldn't.
They couldn't read.
They read.
Write?
Also,
All right. Play the piano
They didn't have
they didn't have.
and ride the bikes.
bikes.
All right. Yes, they didn't have bikes, as we see it there. On the listening, very nice. We could say with that part. So, what about you? Can you swim? Can you read? Can you? Only one can play the piano. That was Robeidi that said that could play.